Alright, we're back. Camera shut off for some stupid reason. Okay, I don't know what we had. I talked about O-rings for a little bit, but oh well. It's gone now. You didn't get it. Basically, when I assemble this ring, there's my gap. The expander gap is right here. I don't care if the things are pointed up or down. Who cares? This ring goes here. You cover up the gap, and you go all the way around. The next ring goes 180 from this ring. So it goes over here, right here. I do everything on the 45s, not on the thrust or side. Boom, it's in there, it's mounted. Okay, now this is the front cylinder. S&S big bore, they have notches on the rear. Right here, so that's rear cylinder. Other than that, they're pretty close to identical. There's also a difference here in the notch right here. So technically there's a slight difference, but other than that they're the same cylinder. You can put the machining on both the same way and they work on either one. Okay, the pistons. I don't know if you can read the front or back on these. I don't think they marked them. It's 10 over, you can see that, but basically the notch is the rear cylinder. The front one has no notch. So when the piston comes down, it goes like that and clears it. So this goes on the non-thrust face. So it goes on the front part of the piston, not the back where the thrust is. This is rear cylinder. This is front. Next thing, you look at the intake pocket or the exhaust pocket and see if there's any difference. They look identical to me. Doesn't say anything. I know where my scale ran off to. So let's go ahead and measure it, make sure there's no difference. I don't think there is. Looks like about 1 3/8 inch. Looks like about 1 3/8 inch. Oh, what a shocker. Makes no difference. Okay, so there's no offset in this piston. If it was, it would matter. It'd be an arrow or something denoting that it's different. So this piston doesn't matter how it goes in. It's universal. Fits either way. This one does matter because of the notch. Other than that, they don't care either. So the numbers are on the right side. Right side will be over here. If it matters to you, that guy. The 10 is over the spark plug, yes, you can see it. So maybe that matters to you. Doesn't matter to me, but it's a good excuse as anyway to put it that way. Okay, that just goes in the hole. The ring gap goes right there. You just kind of compress this as you go around and it goes in. You take a flat screwdriver and push it in there sideways, it'll help get it in there. I put the O-ring in so I wouldn't have to fight so much, but obviously today he wants me to fight. Light tap tap too works. Not a happy camper. There it goes. Get this one over here in. There it goes. Being stubborn. That darn notch is right there where that ring is at. So I'm going to mock up this motor for how much pop-up we're going to have. Alright, so we're going to put this motor together with a mock-up. We're going to try to make this 0 pop-up. 0, so it'll be flat deck. which means the piston and the cylinder are the same height. And then the head gasket will be 30, it'll be 30 thou. Clearance for the piston to head. We're going to maximize what we got to work with here. So this is our no gasket in here. I want to see if we're going to have 10 thou in here. And this motor does not go together because this frame is really tight, so I'm going to do that cylinder. We'll wait on that one. Do the front cylinder, it's easier. Okay, let's try this again. Where's our notch at today? Right over here where it doesn't belong. Okay, that one's there, that means the other one's on this side. Okay. That'll get it a lot easier. We have a frame clearance issue on that back cylinder. It's like none. So we're going to do our initial mock-up on the front hole only, and then we'll go back to the other one as needed. Okay, this is fighting a little bit. There, drop it down just a little. There we go. That goes in. Okay, that one's down. Got it. Okay, we've got our cylinder hold down nuts here. V-twin makes these. Pretty slick. There's the part number if you care. Finger tight's all you want to do. You don't want to put any marks in there. Okay. These are all the way down. Great. Why didn't it do that to me? Bottom dead center. Let's see here. Fucking damn stupid ass thing. Flat was full of oil, so I can't move it. Being difficult. Oil on my thumb now. I'm too damn tired to worry about all this stuff right now. Come on. Come on, you piece of crap. Come on. There it goes. Okay. It's not bottom dead center now. Get to it. No gasket is still not zero. Okay, where's my straight edge at? Yeah, I'm tired. Tired. Okay, here's our checking tools, straight edge. And let's see, instead of using this one, let's go with a big one. Big one. feeler gauges, variable thicknesses. All right, let's see what we got here. Dropping everything. When you get tired, you lose all kinds of crap. Plus, there's no room to work here, so there you go. All right, what we want to know is how much pop-up we got, or lack of pop-up. Tripod over here a little better. We can center it better. Bring it down a little bit so you can see a little better, maybe. Okay, so we want to know what the hell we're at right here. So basically, you take your straight edge. It's best to go not front to rear, but side to side. I didn't scrape this cylinder off like I should have. Drop it a little bit. Super scraper here. Okay, so S&S runs their cylinder base, or their cylinder finish is a little bit different than other people. So they actually have a little compression lip right here built in. You can see it right there. It's a lip right there. Sticks up about 3 thou higher than the head gasket surface, so it gives you a really tight seal around your combustion chamber. So it's going to be higher than the base here. So if you measure here, you're going to be off by 3 thou. So 3 is the number we're using, which is the thicker one up here on the top. Okay, so should be pretty close to top dead center. Like I said, the piston can rock this way, but it can't really do much side to side, so it's more accurate this way. We can also go flatter if we want to make sure we feel something. Hear it hitting. I can't really see it moving hardly at all, but I can hear it hitting. Hear it hitting. So we got something there. We don't know how much. We got something. Okay, this is 1.5 thou shim. Go ahead and put 1.5 thou shim in here. We're trying to get it just on the cylinder where we want it to be. Problem is it won't go in there further because of the stuff is in the way. Okay, right off the bat it goes right in there, so here's a 10. Ten is not going in there. So it's not 10. It's 3. That's how I use a feeler gauge to do this. More accurate, I think. It's 5. So we put this right between the, right on that gap right there, and not the piston. 5 is going in, no problem. Let's go to 7. 7, I'm lifting the head, I'm lifting it up. Drop to a 6. It's definitely drag going in at 6. Let's try the other side and see if it's square. They're not always square. Six won't even go in the. It won't even go in for the 3s. It's definitely lower. Here's a 3. Piston's not square in the hole. trying to put the, okay, so we definitely 1.5 on top of the piston. It's not working. Okay, now if we put it right there, but you put the 1.5 on the cylinder, it's tight also. So this is basically 0 over here, because I had a 3 thou going in there tight, nothing. So it's 0 here, but over here we have a gap. And I got the ring in here to stabilize the piston. It should make it square, but the rod is not square. The rod is bent, obviously. Otherwise we wouldn't have this problem. The piston's not square in the cylinders, cocked. So we have a 6 thou bend in the rod. Like I said, the crank needs to be rebuilt, but so for now it's 0 here, 6 here. So we're going to write front. This is the exhaust. So we have 6 here. We have 0 over here. So that's our height. That's with no gasket. So when I put a 10 thou gasket on the bottom, this will turn into down 4 here, and we'll have 10 over here. If I put a 30 thou head gasket on top of that, and you're taking 6 from your 40, it's 34 thou clearance from here to your head. We'll have 40 on that side. I would like to be 30 all the way around, but I'm not going to get that. The only way I can get that, I have to cut something 5 thousandths to get this to 0. To do that, this side's already at 0, so it's one of those problems you got. I'm going to wind up being a little bit higher than we want. And right now I'm 10 thou too high, so I have to cut the cylinder 10 thousandths to get me down to where a 10 thou gas will give me the same numbers here. Otherwise I'm going to sacrifice that much compression, which you don't really want to do. So this cylinder could use a 10 thou cut on it. Or I just put together with no sealer on. Or just sealer on the bottom, no gasket. So me, I'm not really opposed to that. I don't know how much it would leak. Don't really care. So that's something I'll think about whether I want to do that or not. Okay, so we know where this one's at. This one we don't know where it's at. So I pull this one off. I gotta figure out what I want to do. If I want to run a gasket, I gotta shave the cylinder a little shorter. Or just run it the way it is, and it'll be 40 there and 34 here. I'd rather have a little tighter than that, but who knows.